Sajiri kept a tavern by the sea. One day, Sajiri saw a man coming toward her tavern. Sajiri closed and barred the door against the man because she thought he might be dangerous. The traveler then pounded on the door and threatened to smash it down. The man claimed to be Gilgamesh, and Sajiri asked why he looked like a tramp and a criminal. Gilgamesh replied that he was grieving for a companion who helped fight the lions and the wolves, slay the demon Humbaba, and the bull of heaven. He told Sajiri that Enkidu had turned to clay, and wanted to know if Sajiri thought the same fate awaited him. Sajiri unlocked her door and told Gilgamesh that only the gods were immortal. She invited Gilgamesh inside her tavern and offered him clothing and clean clothes. However, Gilgamesh was merely interested in continuing with his mission. He asked Sajiri where he could find Utnapishtim. Sajiri told Gilgamesh that Shamash, the sun god, crosses the sea every day, but no mortal had ever been capable of following him on his journey, as the sea was extremely dangerous. Sajiri informed him that even if Gilgamesh survived the crossing, Gilgamesh would still have to face the poisonous waters of death, which only Urshanabi, Utnapishtim's boatman, is able to navigate. Sajiri tried to convince him that the journey was too dangerous, but Gilgamesh was determined to continue with his mission. Gilgamesh set off to find Urshanabi, and upon finding him, Urshanabi also asks why Gilgamesh looks like a tramp. Gilgamesh told Urshanabi about Enkidu, and how he was determined to go to Utnapishtim. Urshanabi agreed to take Gilgamesh to Utnapishtim, but said the journey would be very difficult. In order to complete the voyage, Gilgamesh had to go to the forest and cut 60 poles, then another 60 poles, each of which had to be exactly 60 cubits long. These poles would help propel the boat.
After the poles were cut, Urshanabi and Gilgamesh sailed off together across the sea. In only 3 days, they were able to sail as far as a normal boat could in 2 months. Once they arrived at the waters of death, Urshanabi instructed Gilgamesh to use the poles to move the boat through the water. But because of his great strength, Gilgamesh broke every pole. Gilgamesh is extremely resourceful, so he decided to take off the animal skin he wore and use it as a sail. An old man standing on the shore watched the boat approach. Once they got out of the boat, the old man asked Gilgamesh to identify himself. Gilgamesh told the same story about Enkidu that he had told Sajiri and Urshanabi. He asked the old man if the same fate awaited him and if it could be avoided. The old man asked why Gilgamesh feared death, and said that the gods decided that all men would suffer death. The man said that death will one day be our destiny, even if we don't know when.
Created using Powtoon.